Let's talk about Kaitlin Olson, Hollywood's secret weapon of comedy. She's the spark that makes every show funnier the moment she appears. Her energy is pure chaos and sunshine, and it's irresistible. Kaitlin didn't just stumble into comedy greatness. She trained with the legendary Groundlings, the comedy school that gave us Will Ferrell and Kristen Wiig. There, she learned to be fearless, quick, and totally committed to every bit. Before she was a household name, she was stealing scenes in shows like, even in tiny roles, she made you stop and ask, "Who is that?" She wasn't on every magazine cover, but she was always the funniest person on TV. Other comedians watched her and thought, "Wow, she's good." For years, she was the comedian's comedian, a hidden gem. But now, the world's finally caught on. Kaitlin built her career one hilarious role at a time. She's proof that you don't need to be the loudest to be the funniest. Her presence is undeniable, her timing is perfect, and her commitment is unmatched. She's the person you want at your party, and on your screen. Kaitlin Olson is no longer Hollywood's best-kept secret. She's the reason you can't stop laughing. And it's about time everyone noticed. So let's dive into what makes her so unforgettable. Trust me, you'll want to stick around. Then came the show that changed everything. Enter Deandra Sweet D Reynolds. Anything but sweet, and that's why we love her. Dee is a disaster, and Kaitlin plays her with fearless joy. Originally, Dee was supposed to be the sensible one, but Kaitlin fought to make her just as terrible as the guys. She broke the mold, proving women can be just as hilariously flawed. Kaitlin's commitment is legendary. She's been set on fire, worn wild costumes, and perfected the art of the cringe-worthy dry heave. No vanity, just pure comedy. Dee became an icon, an anti-hero for anyone who's ever wanted to scream and throw things. Kaitlin gave her layers. Yes, Dee's awful, but sometimes you really feel for her. You see hope flicker in her eyes, right before it's crushed again. Kaitlin's bravery and comedic genius made Dee unforgettable. She's not just part of the gang, she's the show's hilarious broken heart. Over the years, Dee has become one of TV's most outrageously funny characters. Kaitlin Olson didn't just play Dee, she redefined what a female sitcom character could be. She's a masterclass in comedy, every single episode. And that's why we can't get enough of her. Kaitlin turned Dee into a legend. And she did it her way. That's true comedic power. Sweet Dee is a mess, and we wouldn't have her any other way. Kaitlin Olson made sure of that. But Kaitlin Olson is so much more than Sweet Dee. After, she starred in a wild, hilarious show where she played Mickey, a chaotic aunt suddenly in charge of spoiled kids. It was the perfect showcase for her range outrageous stunts 1 minute, genuine heart the next. Proved she could carry a show as the main event. She's also popped up in movies like stealing scenes with just a few lines. That's the Kaitlin Olson effect. She makes every moment unforgettable. She's a comedy ninja, in, out, and you're still laughing. And her voice work? Iconic. She brought Destiny the whale shark to life in Nah, making kids and adults fall in love with her all over again. Kaitlin's versatility is unmatched. She can play a degenerate bar owner, a chaotic ant, or a lovable animated fish. That's real talent. She makes it all look effortless and fun. Whether she's on TV, in movies, or voicing a cartoon, she brings something special. She's not just a sitcom star, she's a force in comedy. Kaitlin Olson can do it all, and she's just getting started. Every role, every genre, she leaves her mark. That's why we keep watching. She's a true original, and she's only getting better. Kaitlin Olson, the definition of range, and we can't wait to see what she does next. Let's be real, nobody in Hollywood falls down like Kaitlin Olson. She's a master of physical comedy, our generation's Lucille Ball. She'll run into a car door, tumble over a bar, or fall into an open grave, and make it look both brutal and hilarious. Kaitlin does many of her own stunts, throwing herself into every pratfall. That's dedication you don't see every day. Her co-stars say she's fearless, always pushing for bigger, funnier moments. She's not just reading lines, she's co-creating the comedy with her whole body. Her physical instincts are a huge part of what makes her work so special. In an age of witty one-liners, she reminds us of the pure joy of slapstick. It's classic comedy, updated for today, and she's mastered it. Kaitlin's falls are legendary, but it's her commitment that sets her apart. She's a true clown in the best sense, fearless, inventive, and always hilarious. Every bruise is a badge of honor. She's elevated physical comedy to an art form. Next time you see her take a tumble, remember, it's not just funny, it's genius. She's a physical performer of the highest caliber. And she makes it look easy. That's why she stands out. Kaitlin Olson is a comedy powerhouse, body and soul. She's not just a funny woman, she's a legend in motion. Give her a round of applause, she's earned it. And probably a few ice packs too. That's the price of being the queen of physical comedy. Off-screen, Kaitlin Olson is just as awesome, minus the pratfalls. She grew up in Oregon, in a loving, supportive family. That solid foundation gave her the confidence to be so bold and silly. She's incredibly smart. Comedy takes brains, and she's got plenty. In interviews, she's witty, quick, and a great storyteller. She doesn't take herself too seriously, and that joy is contagious. People who work with her rave about her professionalism and kindness. She creates a positive, fun atmosphere on set, crucial for great comedy. Kaitlin's a leader and a team player, which is why people love working with her. She's also a mom of 2 boys with her husband, Rob McElhenney. Her stories about balancing work and family are honest and hilarious. She's not pretending to be perfect, just real and relatable. Kaitlin Olson is a superstar, but she's also down to earth. She faces the same challenges as the rest of us, just with more laughs. That's what makes her so lovable. She's the real deal, on and off the screen. You can't talk about Kaitlin without mentioning her husband, Rob McElhenney. They met on the set of He's the Creator, She's D. Their relationship started as a secret, but now they're Hollywood's funniest power couple. Rob writes for Kaitlin, knowing exactly how far she can push a joke. Their partnership is the heart of the show, and their real-life chemistry is electric. They support each other's projects, from two. Together, they've built a comedy empire and a family. They even co-own a Welsh football club. In a town of fleeting relationships, they're solid, creative, and always laughing. They prove you can work with your spouse and make magic. Their story is inspiring, real, funny, and deeply admirable. They're not just a power couple, they're partners in every sense. Kaitlin and Rob are the best kind of Hollywood story. They built something lasting, on and off screen, and they're still making us laugh together. So, what's next for Kaitlin Olson? More, of course. The show's still going strong, and we're not ready to say goodbye to Sweet D. But Kaitlin's just getting started. She's producing, directing, and ready for even bigger roles. She has the comedic chops and star power for a blockbuster of her own. Hollywood, take note. It's time for a Kaitlin Olson-led comedy. She's earned it. Whatever she does next, you know it'll be smart, fearless, and hilarious. Kaitlin Olson is a force of nature, original, brilliant, and ridiculously funny. She's not a hidden gem anymore. She's a sparkling diamond. The world is finally catching up to her talent. So keep your eyes on Kaitlin Olson. Whatever she does, it's going to be great, and it's going to make you laugh. We all need more of that. Kaitlin Olson, unstoppable, unforgettable, and always funny. The best is yet to come.